Dougie, the holiday season's over for you and the players, but first of all, how did you find your time off?
Yeah, it was good, Gareth. It was good to go away and get a rest and recharge the batteries for the up and coming season. I think it's important that the season we had, the ups and downs, the highs and lows at the end of the season, it was important to go away and reflect and prepare as well as we can for next season.
And for you personally as well, over the break you've started your pro licence, how have you found that so far?
Yeah, it's been, well, first of all, it's got to take 2 years. It's got to be a lot of time and effort, but the first 3-day block has been very good. It's been beneficial, a lot of good learning, a lot of good speakers on it. So it's been good. Away tomorrow to Romania as well for 6 days to take in the European Under-21 Championships and again listen to speakers and do a bit of work on the pitch, etc. for different things. So no, listen, it's all a good learning experience and looking forward to the rest of the 18 months or so that we'll be on it.
Boys back to the first session out of the way today as well. How did you think they fared?
Yeah, it was great to see all the boys back with a smile, but I thought the work they put in this morning was fantastic. Obviously they've really stuck to their plans over the summer that we gave away with them, because the work they put in there this morning was great to see, and you can see that they've looked after themselves well over over pre-season. So as a manager, that's all we can ask, and looking forward to the rest of the pre-season that we've got coming up.
Aye, obviously for the players to be in such great shape already, it's really good, especially with the games coming up, and obviously the most notably would be St Mirren down here, one that is obviously going to be a big test for the boys and a good day for the fans as well.
Yeah, to be fair, Gareth, I don't really bother with pre-season games. That's more to get the minutes in the legs and get them up to speed for the 15th. That's when we'll start full tilt going at it up at Kelty. Another tough League Cup campaign we've got, Kelty, Edinburgh City, Stranraer and Ross County obviously being the Premier League team, but it's one that we're looking forward to. But like you said on the games coming up, these are more to get minutes into the guys' legs, get our ideas across of the way we want to play this season, integrate new players into that system, how we're going to play, etc. And take it from there. But yeah, you're right in what you're saying. Obviously the St Mirren game, it's been a long time since the club have played each other. It's a local derby, so hopefully, like I say, it can maybe be a day like today where the fans come out in numbers and they get to see how the team are going to shape up for the new campaign.
And you mentioned there as well, integrating new players into the team. We've seen obviously Kirk and Ryan come in, Callum come back on a permanent, and good to see Jai have obviously extended as well. Just a few words on the boys coming in.
Yeah, listen, on the players that have come in, obviously Kirk is, everybody knows Kirk, the career that he's had. Really good professional, really fit, and he's ready to go. He's took a year out to go to Broomhill, and we've brought him back into Morton to play in the Championship next season. I don't have any qualms of Kurt's fitness levels or anybody. I know the type of character he is. I know how he looks after himself. He's a model professional, and I'm sure he'll be a great asset to the club next season. Callum's one that I'm delighted to get. I had to fight off a few other teams to get Callum back in the building. I think for Callum's coming in January, he's been a breath of fresh air. And the levels he got to last season, I'm hoping he can emulate going forward next season. Jai re-signing's another one that we wanted to get done. Jai's a handful for any defence in this league, and the big thing for Jai next season will obviously be trying to get more games under his belt, more minutes. He done fantastic for us last season, but that was only last season. We now need him to keep going this season. It's a new season, new teams coming into the league, up against new players. So again, for Jai, he just needs to keep doing what he was doing last season, and he'll be again another top performer for us next season. Young Ryan's come in for Clyde. Good asset to have. He's young, he's wanting to kick his career on, and like I say, I sold him the situation with young Brian last season. Brian came in for Livingston, done fantastically well, played 40 odd games, and then was a top keeper for us last season in the league. So we're hoping that Ryan can come in and emulate what Brian done last season.
Of course, the next question in terms of recruitment is obviously going to be, how are the club positioned right now in terms of new faces coming in?
Again, we're working the things, Gareth. There'll be people who'll probably see footage of players in and around it. There's some players who'll be here just for training purposes alone. So I wouldn't as a fan get too up or too down in who they maybe see around about the building. because, like I say, I don't mind giving people platform to come and train to keep fit. You know, I've been there myself as a player, so I'm open if people want to come and keep fit in and around the place. I've no problem with that. On signing targets, there's players there that we want to try and get, but again, that'll come down to finances. If we can get them, great. If not, then we move on to other targets.
And just looking at the league next season, you know, obviously it's on paper, it's a more difficult league than last season. A lot of big name teams in there, you know, Dundee United coming down, but you know, a lot of positivity from last season to build on. Yeah,
that's the only thing we can do is build on what we achieved last season. But again, it'll be tough, Gareth. You know, Dunfermline have come up, Airdrie have come up, Dundee United have come down. 3 big clubs, 3 massive clubs. So again, financially they'll be well above what we will have and what we can afford to spend on players. They'll be well above that. So again, it'll be a challenge, but it's one that I relish. You know, that's why I came here to take the job, because I relish the challenge. Every season, everybody's getting their written off, but my job is to take this club along with my staff as far as we can. And we want to make it our club. You know, it's a fans' club as well. You know, it's not mine. It's the fans, and my job is to try and do the best I can for them. And I'll try and build a squad capable of hoping that we can reach the heights we got to last season, Gareth. And that's the aim. You know, nothing less. I'm a winner. I'll make my players winners, and I certainly know my staff are winners. So if you can get that all together, and everybody going in the right direction, then you've got half a chance. But I'm happy with the squad that we've got at the moment. Yeah, we'll add 1 or 2 to that, and we'll see where it takes us.
And you mentioned in there as well the fans. You know, right now, you know, I think we're just over 950 season ticket sales. We're almost at that 1,000 mark. You know, it's been great support from them in the build up to the season.
Yeah, terrific. But I think they obviously appreciate what was done last season. And I'm always thankful of them. You know, home and away last season they were terrific. They were 12 man, and like I say, I was really gutted in the last day of the season up at Cove, because I would have loved us to get to the playoffs, for them as well, you know, for their backing they gave us all through the season. But end of the day, Gareth, football's football. The league table never lies, and we finished where we were for a reason, because we just fell short, and that's life, you know. But we have to build on that, and that takes everyone. We all need to be going in the same direction, and if you can get that, then you've got half a chance. But I'm not getting away from the fact that the league next season will be a lot tougher.